right, we are live. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Yes, 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 yes. So we'll give it a few minutes for others to join us and then we will get started here. Today is a very short conversation on determination. I believe this is the perfect time to talk about this. There's so much going on in the economy, so much going on in people's lives and businesses. So this is the time to just, come out here and encourage everyone on, their journey and just give you some tips on how to overcome challenges. Okay. So let's hang on for a few seconds here, maybe a minute or two. We'll let others join us, and then that's it. We will get started. Okay. All right. So hello, hello, hello. Um, I decided to do this live because I believe that so many people need the encouragement to push ahead, to really overcome the challenges, the set of challenges they're facing right now. A lot of people won't tell you about the challenges they're having. A lot of people, social media has allowed us to, in general, the web has allowed us to think that everyone's life is perfect. And that's not the case. That's not the case. So perhaps today you are feeling discouraged. You are feeling like, you know, you had all these goals you wanted to achieve for 2020, and perhaps you haven't gotten there yet and you feel a little discouraged, and there are different reasons why people feel discouraged. Goals that were set weren't met, people not coming through, so there are different reasons why, you might be feeling discouraged. And I just, wanted to come on live. We're going to be on here briefly. It's not going to be long. I'm not going to be before you long, but just, have a chat about where everyone is. We like to talk about winning a lot, which is great. But there are also others out there that may not feel like they're winning right now. I just want to encourage you to stay on your course, and find, a community like Meant for Her that you can connect with, be inspired, be equipped, be empowered, and be connected, because I believe that what's going to help us all going forward is what the big, fortune companies already do today, which is collaboration, which, is knowing their strengths, knowing their weaknesses, and outsourcing those weaknesses. So one of the tips for helping you to continue going and not be discouraged is try not to do everything. Try not to, be everything in your business, in your personal life. Try to find, what are my strengths? What are the areas I really thrive in? And those areas, really hone in on those. But the areas where, you may feel that maybe those areas, you got to find your triggers. What are those triggers that, you feel at times, discourages you, pulls you back from achieving your goals? Outsource those parts, outsource those pieces. It's really important that you do, because what's going to happen is, as you outsource, you open up your capacity to really achieve your goals, to really be at your best potential, to really be the happiest you've ever been. Take for example, I'm on a health fitness journey. I could easily say, well, there's Google, there's information out there, there's WebMD, but no, I've decided that, hey, I'm going to hire, I'm going to connect with a personal fitness coach who that's his area of specialty. and that's an area where he specializes in, and he's able to, show me the trainings and give me a workout pattern that I could use. I'm going to connect with, nutritionists. I'm going to connect with natural doctors who can tell me, okay, these are the things you need to do. I'm going to, go into physical therapy to strengthen my body. So one of the tips, I believe that we get discouraged because we're carrying too much. We're trying to do too much. You're saying right now, you may be feeling like, well, I just can't go on. Well, take a step back. Sometimes it's you stop it is okay. Don't let social media fool you about this, don't rest. It's okay to rest. So number 2 tip, rest. Take a step back. Take some time away. And even if it's not, a vacation per se, just, to yourself, off of social media, off of the internet, take some time to just think, to process things. And that's where you start to have those thoughts of, you know what, I'm carrying too much. I'm doing too much. I'm not really, working at those areas where I'm confident in. I'm not 100% in my strengths. And these areas where I'm in my weakness, those are the areas I'm focusing on. I shouldn't. So I want to encourage you today. Don't feel like, others have ran ahead of you. There's also, number 3 tip. Stop comparing yourself to other people. We get discouraged and lose focus on our goals and dreams because we're trying to compare ourselves to other people. We're trying to live up to a status quo. No, stay in your lane and run your race. Determine what makes you happy. Determine, what your strengths are. Outsource your weaknesses, and you'll start to see how much faster you move. You gain agility and capacity when you shed dead weight. Another tip, who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are those people in your corner who's rooting for you? Do you have friends and networks that you can tap into when you feel discouraged, when you don't feel determined, when you're feeling like, what, I'm at an odds end right now? I don't know how to go forward. Do you have a network, a good network where you could call on someone, you could text someone, you could chat with someone? And Meant for Her is here for that. We are here to be that support system for women. We are here to be that, not just your business partner, not just your business coach, but be there as a listening ear. Because I tell you, a lot of people are going through some twists and turns and ups and downs in their businesses, in their personal lives, in their health, in their mental health. Get help. Another tip, get help. Don't go it alone. Don't try to be, everything. Oh, excuse me. Don't go it alone. Would surround yourself with key people who strengthen you, who help those weak areas of yours. You have a friend who's really good at, thinking outside the box. Maybe that's not your key area. Tap into that friend. That friend that knows that has humor. That's a skill set. Tap into that friend. When you're down, tap into that person who, can create those jokes and happy moments for you. I know a lot of us are going through things and no one wants to come out and say, look, 2020 may have not been my greatest year. For some, it has been. There has been some wins. We're not saying that the 2020 year has been all lost, but there are a lot of people out there. And this message is for you who was, feeling discouraged. This month of December, we challenge you to be determined. Be determined that you are enough. Be determined that your goals are worth pursuing. And follow these tips. Don't be afraid to fail. That's another tip. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail fast and get back up and start over. It's okay. It's okay to start over. Don't let people fool you as if they've never had failure. Come on, who are we kidding? Even tech has failure. Even the technology we have so much confidence in so many times fails. Systems fail, right? You're not a robot. Take time to rest. Take time to recover. Take time to refresh. Take time to restore. It's okay if you fail, but it's not okay to stay there. That's what's not okay. But it's okay when you fail, but you get back up. You get back up and you say, you know what, I'm going to try again. And guess what? The thing though, and that is when you get back up, now you have lessons learned. And you're not going to do it the same way, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So what you do is when you get back up, you say, okay, these are the lessons I've learned. So I'm going to do things a little different this time and watch there be, success. Also, be resilient, be consistent, keep going. It doesn't matter who's not supporting you today. I look at certain brands and I'm like, wow, I remember when they started off on YouTube. I remember when they started their channels. Today, they are big influencers. Why? They were consistent and they kept going. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Another big tip, your mental health is so important. It's really important that you guard your peace and your mental space. Everything is not for consumption. Everyone is not for consumption. Don't consume every message out there. Don't consume every person out there. Don't follow everybody. Find what works for you and stick to it. Stick to those who challenge you to keep going and go further and do better. Don't allow anyone to talk you out of your dreams. Be your biggest cheerleader. Because I promise you, there will be more challenges, but you have to come up with a strategic plan of how you handle those challenges. A lot of people you see successful today, they were not always successful. A lot of people you see successful today, they haven't always been successful. They've had their a lot of people you see today with success have not always been that successful. It took time. It was a process. It was a process. They had to go through some challenges and some hurdles until they got to that place, that sweet spot. Don't let anyone fool you. I consult in the manufacturing industry, and it will amaze you how some large companies today, where they started. I remember, working for a company once where when I found out that, this company is a large telecommunications company today. But when I looked at their history, they used to make thermo plastic plates and spoons and cups. And you ask yourself, wait a minute, how? How does a company that started making, utensils, plastic utensils, become a telecommunications company? They found a silver lining in what they were doing. They kept going. There was consistency. And let me tie it in for you. The plastics that they use comes from fiber. And as time went on, because they were exposed to the fiber industry, they were able to pivot into the telecommunication industry where they provided equipment that utilizes fiber. A lot of, I started to reflect recently, a lot of great companies you see today were started in hard times, in conditions that, the norm would say, nope, nothing can come out of this. Uber was started in hard times. I want you to look around. Ask yourself, what solutions can I bring to the table? What can I do to make society better? What can I do? Who are my customers out there? For those, now this is speaking to the business folks. You may be feeling discouraged, undetermined, but I want you to be so resolute with your goals and your dreams. Come, starting this December, entering into 2021. Tell yourself, I'm capable. I can do this. If I fall, I'm going to get back up. When it's time to rest, I'm going to rest. I'm going to keep evaluating. I'm going to keep, looking at what my strengths are. I'm going to keep looking at what my weaknesses are and outsource my weaknesses and hone in on my strengths. Don't give up in your dreams. You've got this. So I just wanted to come on here for a very short live session to encourage those out there who are feeling down, who feel as if, they can't make it. And you can always reach us. We are reachable on our website, www.mentforher.org. You can also reach us on the different platforms, on Twitter as our name, MENT, the number 4HER. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube now. Reach out to us, connect with us. Have you downloaded our magazine? We have a very powerful magazine that, encourages women, showcases the stories of different women. Download it, go to our website, download it, read it, share it with other people. Our next edition is going to be coming out next year in the beginning of January. Look out for that. Just wanted to come out here and encourage you all. Yes, sometimes the road gets rough. Yes, sometimes the road is, twisted and curving. But you stay in your lane. You keep doing what you were called to do, what you were designed to do. Make some tweaks as you go along. It's okay. Pivot if you need to. Because when people say the word pivot, everybody, gets a little nervous. Like, does it mean, starting over? If it means starting over, yes, start over. It's okay to start over. There's beauty in starting over. Because technically, you're not starting over. You have lessons learned. You're picking up from where you left off and you're continuing the journey. So it's okay. As I said earlier, you can reach us on our website. Another tip is to think progress over perfection. Think progress over perfection. Don't wait till everything is perfect. Think progress over perfection. And as we said before, it's okay to fail. Failure is part of your success journey. Be resilient. If nothing you've learned in 2020, you're going to need resiliency in 2021. Yes, we can already start talking about 2021 now. You are going to need to be resilient. And that is why it's important for you to know, what your strengths are, hone in on that, focus on that, and what your weaknesses are. Outsource those things, lean on others, collaborate, the key word in 2021 is going to be collaboration. Another thing that I want to encourage us to do as women is to keep learning. Be open to learning new things, learning new skills. It's going to help you for that pivoting, especially technical skills. So I hope you've been encouraged. I hope, this message comes to you and it gives you a hope to keep going. Be determined. Don't let anyone, stop your shine. Don't let yourself stop your shine. It's Determined December. Make the choice to be determined. Make the choice to keep going. Make the choice to make smart choices. That's going to help you in 2021. All right. It's been good talking to you all. Take care. All right. So for those on YouTube and Facebook, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you've been inspired. We hope you've been equipped, you've been empowered, and you've been connected. Stay tuned for more. Take care. Bye.